Get Over Yourself podcast. Busy time, so much to listen to, and sometimes all you have time for is a little blip. So here we go with the Blip Show. Grip it and rip it, time to blip it. Let's talk more about John Gottman. You can go to this book reader's website called goodreads.com. Not sure if you've ever heard of it. Pretty cool place for book enthusiasts. Are there still some left in the world? I don't know. I hope so, because I've been busy writing a book for about a year. And Mark and I are hoping this new book, Keto Longevity, will be a sensation, turning our attention to the wonderful topic of longevity and distinctively a comprehensive approach that entails healthy eating and getting fat and keto adapted, getting metabolically flexible as the foundation of a living long and living well strategy, but also bringing in the important elements of movement, physical fitness, what we call mental flexibility. That would be going with the flow, living in gratitude, having a positive attitude, all that good stuff. And then finally, the oftentimes missing element or missing link for people who are devoted, driven, goal-oriented health enthusiasts. And that would be rest and recovery, man. So good reads. You can look for John Gottman quotes at this cool website. I want to share some with you. Foremost relationship expert with his wife, John and Julie Gottman, running the Gottman Institute in Seattle, author of many best-selling books. You know what he says about marital arguments? Trip out, man. Most of them cannot be resolved. Couples spend year after year trying to change each other's mind, but it can't be done. This is from America's foremost relationship expert. People, listen up. You're arguing and it's futile. Why is this? It's because most of their disagreements are rooted in fundamental differences of lifestyle, personality, or values. By fighting over these differences, all they succeed in doing is wasting their time and harming their marriage. So what do, man? The critical dimension, quoting again, in understanding whether a marriage will work or not becomes the extent to which the male can accept the influence of the woman he loves and become socialized in emotional communication. Wow. You know what? That reminds me of this LA Times article years ago that revealed the results of a prominent study on relationship success. And they identified the top attribute was the man being able to do what the woman wants. And so I've used that making toasts at weddings, that the fundamental success formula for a healthy, happy, long marriage is the man bowing to the woman's needs. She's the queen. Am I right, people? Come on, give it up. What a great insight, huh? And then on this topic, friendship fuels the flames of romance because it offers the best protection against feeling adversarial towards your spouse. So yeah, you're fighting about the same crazy shit all the time. You're fighting about your fundamental differences of lifestyle, personality, and values. Be nice if you were better friends. Maybe you'd have a little more leeway there. And I think the hidden answer here is to try and accept other people as they are rather than try to change them, right? We've heard that so many times. Seems to work. And then that leads to question number 2, going down the list, would be, can you live with that? Or is it a deal breaker? And we're going to do a show on deal breakers in the future, Mia Moore and I, but I think that's an important fundamental element to have in your repertoire, in your toolkit, that you do have deal breakers and that you stand for something and want to preserve your values and priorities and belief systems that mean a lot to you, your upbringing, whatever shaped you into the person that you are today, rather than just fold into a partnership where they get superseded because the other person is taller, has a louder voice, or is more manipulative. So if you're fighting about fundamental differences in lifestyle, personality, and values, you can sit back and go, wow, this is never going to change. We're going to be fighting about this forever. Can I accept this, or can it be a deal breaker, rather than getting stuck in the rut of fighting about the same shit? Here's what Gottman says about parenting. good quality parents, a good relationship that's doing a great job, they don't object. The parents don't object to their children's displays of anger, sadness, or fear, nor do they ignore them. Instead, they accept negative emotions as a fact of life, and they use emotional moments as opportunities for teaching their kids important life lessons and building closer relationships with them. How's that for one paragraph of life-changing parenting advice, especially here in the age of the helicopter parent? The college bribery scandal is so fascinating to me because it's the absolute over-the-top representation of going too far. And here we are with a recommendation to be okay with your child's anger, sadness, and fear. And might I add, failures, because failure is such a great growth experience and learning experience in life. But a fundamental characterization of the helicopter parent is one that's trying to shield their child from any type of failure. The every kid gets a trophy quip that comes along as a negative thing, because I guess that means every kid's a winner and they haven't experienced failure. You know what? I challenge that one a little bit because I think if you make it through the season, and I don't know what you brought to the table to come on my team, and I coach many, many teams of young athletic kids of disparate abilities and interests. So yeah, there's going to be an MVP, and maybe that kid gets something special, and good for that kid. But a kid who makes it through the seasons, where he might have been scared at the outset, might not felt very athletic, but he kept coming to practice, made a contribution of some sort, God damn right he deserves a trophy. So everyone can take home a trophy. I have no problem with that, but we definitely want to frame the experience properly rather than it being all about winning and comparing and all those things that can be negative. So there's a healthy way to compete, and then there's an unhealthy way to compete. And I dare say that in many cases, parents are screwing this up on every level. So they're teaching their kids competition in an unhealthy way, and then they're backing off and trying to save them from failure, disappointment, and setbacks at the same time when they should be letting their kids go out there and take a beating. It's really, really strange. You know what I'm talking about? Hope so. Anyway, something to think about. From the great John Gottman weighing in on both relationship success and parenting. Thank you. Blip. Hey, how about a backwards commercial? Are you ready? So go to OrganifyShop.com and enter the discount code BRAD for 20% off your order. That's ORGANIFI shop.com. Why would I do something as silly as a backwards commercial? It's because I'm positive you have to try this stuff. Trust me, order some now. It's going to change your life. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement company. They're known for their greens. You take them when you travel, get all your nutrition. But I like their top secret, Organifi Gold, warm relaxation beverage. This is the single best tasting tea you will ever try in your life. So if you want something soothing, delicious, nutritious at the end of your busy, productive day, pour yourself a scoop of Organifi Gold. What's in there? Turmeric, the anti-inflammatory superstar, is the base. And then, listen to this, smooth coconut milk, cinnamon, ginger, lemon balm, and 2 super mushrooms. It's legit. It's delicious. Check it all out at OrganifyShop.com. And don't forget to put in BRAD for 20% off. Try Organifi Gold. If you're not totally satisfied, send it back to me and I'll keep it.